Hey, I'm William Petrow. Welcome to PetrowLine. This is our vodcast that we've been working on actually for the past few months. Unfortunately, we're not at the studios in New York City, but we're going to do our best to entertain you guys as best we can during the quarantine here. So I'm coming to you from Quebec. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hi, this is Jon Kramer here in my garage today where all the magic happens. I am a t-shirt salesman by day, but a few weekends out of the year I get to be a race car driver, or at least pretend to be. Also into BMX, obviously. Maybe some chainsawing, some welding, some kind of repair, whatever that stuff is, collecting tires. Might even be a YouTube certified mechanic, but probably not. But today I am on PetrowLine with my buddy Billy Petrow. He's going to call, he's going to ask me questions. I'm going to try to answer them. We'll see what happens.
So, John, thanks for coming on PetrowLine. Let's get talking about, I guess, everything that's going on in current rally climate. I mean, we just had cancellation of Oregon Trail. The next one to maybe be on the axe is an event that you would normally be going to.
Yep.
Don't
even say it.
Yeah. So, I mean, what's your thoughts with all this stuff?
I mean, I guess I'm torn. Obviously, I'd like to get back out there, but I know how serious the situation is, and that people need to stay home. So I think you just give it as much time as it needs. Try to minimize people getting sick and exposure and all that. But I would like to do Southern Ohio, so it'd be nice if we just snap a finger and clear this up by June. That'd be fantastic. But we'll see.
I'll get right on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm a little torn because I love Southern Ohio Forest Rally.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a rally car. God, the last time I did a rally might have been Southern Ohio, actually.
Wow. Yeah.
And that was 2017. So yeah, that was the last time I was actually racing rally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love the event. I did the announcing there last year for ARA.
Yep.
And the award stuff, but I'd love to go back, but I'm torn because it's the same weekend as the new FD course at Englishtown.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know you know that.
I know. I mean, I was supposed to be. That was an event I was at last year, but not at at Englishtown. It's going to be really cool that it's Englishtown. So I had the same thing, but I guess what made my decision was when I'd heard Ken would be at Ohio, I was like, well, I feel that it's work related now. The other FD was definitely work related because we have a partner that does on-site vending, so I usually go there to help and just see all the homies. But then when Ohio had more of a hoonigan push, it was like, okay, I guess I'm allowed to go there. So and I shouldn't even like Ohio, to be honest. It's not like I've done well there or had any good luck there. So I don't know why. I do know why. It's just fun. Those roads are awesome. So
yeah, the roads are good. Shit. I mean, everybody that goes, I mean, it's a packed event. I mean, there's always tons of other racers there, and it's just an overall good event. I mean, it's definitely, in my mind, it's the best run event on the East Coast. But it's I mean, I haven't had good luck there either. I mean, I did it the one time and ended up with the biggest engine fire I ever had in my life. But there was good things to that race. I mean, right up until it happened, I mean, everybody was dying of heat stroke, and I don't know. I mean, we set fastest time on a stage for two-wheel drive. I mean, it was okay. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'd love to go back and do that event. It's such a great event. But I didn't realize that Ken was going to that event.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was public knowledge. I hope I'm not sharing
No, I'm pretty
secrets.
sure. I'm pretty sure.
I guess there is no sign up yet, but yeah, he had announced that was one of, he had mentioned a long time ago, and I kept it secret for a long time. And then I think I've seen it publicly, so hopefully I can talk about that. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen it too. I think, yeah. So, I mean, I just forgot about it, but
yeah,
that's pretty cool. So, I mean, are you where it's like that? I mean, are you actually going to be racing, or are you going to be just like working?
and if I can't talk about it, you're gonna have to edit that out so I don't get in trouble. No,
Yeah.
I would actually just be racing, but I think a lot more guys would come out, so it would be, like I said, another reason for me to be there,
Right.
which would be good. But no, I would absolutely compete. I actually kept looking to see when registration was going to open, and then of course this whole nightmare happened. So now it's like less of a urgency. It's more waiting to see if it's going to be shut down or not. So that's
Right.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it just seems to be going that way where like every event that gets canceled, you're like looking at the next event and you're like, man, I hope that doesn't get canceled. And then that one gets canceled and you're like, oh man, I hope the next one doesn't get canceled. And now,
Well,
I mean,
and then the problem you have is now if everything gets pushed to the back of the year, like I've already seen it with Hyperfest. Hyperfest was going to happen in May. They've now pushed it back into, I don't remember, maybe August. But the weekend that it's on is also, I feel like there's a Grid Life event at Mid-Ohio, and there's something else. There's like 2 other events. They're already on that same weekend. So you get in a situation where there's 3 or 4 big events that you are kind of torn between, and that, I don't know, it makes it a mess.
Yeah.
I would imagine some events will have to disappear and just not happen this year, which sucks.
Yeah, of course.
But then it's going to be busy, some busy weekends later in the year, and I'll take it. That's good. I hope it gets going again this year.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I had planned to do all different kinds of races this year, and not rally, of course, but
yeah,
I had planned to do a bunch of stuff, and like now it's like, who knows?
Right. Well, I wanted to be super spectator this year. I was going to go to Pikes Peak, which I've never been. I was going to go to the to Mount Washington, climb to the clouds, which I haven't been for the race. I've been to Mount Washington, but not there.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of a short list. There's a lot of FD events I had on the calendar to do, and now all that is a lot less busy, a lot less scheduled.
Yeah. Well, for now. Until like you said, until everything piles up on the same weekend.
Yeah, we'll get it all in the month of August before September. So
and I mean, I've been doing the SCCA like pro solo tour for the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now with another customer, and it's always Labor Day weekend.
Yep.
Out in Nebraska, and we have all of these like sort of qualifying events coming up to the nationals.
Right.
And now I'm almost wondering, like, are we just going straight to nationals? And there's like no, like, there's no preliminary rounds at all. Don't mind the cat.
Hey,
cat.
Hey, buddy.
Come on, tripod. This is my tripod, dude. He's got 3 legs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's an adoptee.
Nice.
But anyways, yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, it could be like that. It could be like August comes and then boom, we're all slammed with a bunch of stuff and no time to do things. Here he comes again. And
what's up?
Tripod. Come here, tripod.
The one thing that's good about if you can find any good with this whole deal, it's the fact that there shouldn't be anybody, whatever the next at least rally event is, there should be no one stress prepping at the last minute for their car, because you've got much time right now. Like I'm just I actually haven't I saw the top of my workbench for the first time in probably 2 or 3 years because I had time to clean it, and I haven't even dug into like the car projects I want to do. But
right. Yeah, you're still procrastinating in other ways.
Well, I'm still locked into work mode. So every day I'm like, okay, I've got to be in front of my computer, and I'm there, but it's just the level is just so low compared to what it was. So it's so then you have all this, but then you have these other responsibilities. So now I'm a homeschool teacher. I'm gym teacher, art teacher, whatever. In addition to like tech support to make sure all my the kids can get on their Zoom meetings and do whatever they want to do. And interesting.
Yeah, it's
you
a
think
lot.
we have a lot of time. Yeah, but I just feel like if we've got another 30 days of this, like, I mean, you could build like what 6-8 cars in 30 days, right?
At least one.
Right.
At least one. From ground up, I could at least build one car, full cage, paint,
Totally.
the whole thing. I could do one car we did the rally rental in 23 days.
Right.
So, I could do one car in 30 days. But I mean, the way this is going, who knows? I mean, a car a month. Here we go.
Yeah.
But
that's what I mean. So that dude last minute, like showing up at an event, like frantically trying to do something, which will probably be me. I got no sympathy for that guy this year. Like normally I'd be like, help, whatever. What do you need help with? But now it's like, man, come on, you knew this was coming. Like this.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. You knew you were going to be at an event sometime. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean that's the thing. I mean, like for me, I wish I was back at the shop and able to work on stuff, but I'm stuck in Quebec.
Yeah.
So
right.
like I'm at the wife's house. I've got snow in the backyard still. Like, there's
right.
snow in the front yard. I mean, we've got like, I don't know, up until a couple of, like right now it's getting pretty thin, but like up until a couple of days ago, there's still 3 feet of snow in the backyard.
That's nuts.
That's
crazy. Yeah.
And that was, we've had like some warm days and rain. So, I mean, it's been going away real fast, but like, I mean, literally like, I don't know, 5 days ago, there was still 3 feet of snow in the backyard.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, I mean, it's pretty wild, but I mean, look out, dinosaur. Yeah, so I mean, I wish I was back at the shop because I would be trying to bang out, customer work. And then, of course, if the customer work wasn't coming in because of the whole virus situation, I'd have time to actually work on my cars, which never happens.
Right.
So, I mean, I was lucky before I came up here. I was able to clean up the shop quite a lot, and I left it pretty clean. So I'm super happy about that, at least.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah,
I'm not there yet, but it's getting there. I was just happy to have time to the workbench. I sent it to my crew dudes, like, hey, I know you guys, you'll appreciate this photo. And of course, Jay Smith thought I just like cleared it and threw it on the floor, which isn't entirely false. Like there was definitely some stuff just moved around, but the fact that it made an appearance is hasn't happened in a long time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, so I mean, on that, I mean, you're prepping a new car, right? You're not working on the old car, or what's the game plan?
I wish I had a game plan, but I've got a list. I don't know what order I'm going to do it in. I'll probably actually re-prep the old car because I need to. The deal I made with myself was that I put the new car together. I sell the new car to somebody so they can get into rally. As much as I don't want to sell the car, I don't have the space for two. I don't have the money to keep two. Like I just feel, and it's simple. That car, actually, I guess Ohio would have been the last event I did in the sedan, and we didn't hit anything. So it's not damage repair. I was just I bought new rocker panels. I was gonna put new rockers on it because they were dented up when I got it from you. So it's not like they haven't gotten any better with time. But I was gonna try to do the cosmetic work that might be beyond some people's capabilities and just like make it a little nicer for the next owner, and then I'll probably end up parting ways with it, sadly, this year. That's probably, actually, the rockers are probably my excuse to hold on to it till longer. That's so I don't have to sell it. I'll drag this out for another 2 years. But yeah, so the plan is get that car done, get the body nicer shape. I have like doors that aren't dented that I'll put those on, replace the old doors, and just kind of reset button on that car. So then if somebody wants to step into rally, they can get into a fun little car and don't have to worry about the crazy cosmetic part of it.
So if you guys want a car, comment below and tell everybody.
Do a lot. Oh, I missed that. We cut out. We were talking over each other.
Yeah. I was saying if you guys are watching and you want a car, comment below. Let this guy know.
Yes. Yeah. Just not too soon because I'm not ready yet. I've got it's good. It's a process. It's not the car's not ready. I'm not ready to let go, but I need to, and it'll happen eventually.
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed driving that car when I had it, and I keep thinking back, like, I'm thinking like in the future when I have space, I have time, I have some money, like I want to make replicas of the cars I had before.
Yeah.
So I want to make a Bug Eye. I want to make replica of that car
Right.
the way I had it before I gave it to you. And then I want to make a Fiesta, maybe an ST, not a stock, NA one, because they're kind of boring. Yeah. But even though it was fun, it was slow. Right. So, but yeah. So I mean, so you're gonna keep the new 6-cylinder car.
Yeah, the 6-cylinder will be the new. That's the new car. But and like I said, it's pretty much together. It came back from Snowdrift. Other than the rear bumper, it was all together. I'm going to do a couple minor things to it that aren't anything major. Like if I didn't get to touch that car and I had to go to the next event, I totally could. It's ready to go for the most part. But there's a few things I'd like to do to it. And then I guess long term, or the next project after that, is I do have another shell. And I haven't done one from scratch, so I'll probably do a scratch car next, where I just do it completely start to finish and have that sort of project, which I think I've done every step of it other than putting a cage in the car. So this will you
should come live at the shop for like a week. We'll put one of the cage kits in the car,
right.
And we'll do it that way.
Yeah, we'll wear our masks and
right. We'll stay 6 feet apart. We'll do this.
Yes.
Like you're too close.
Right.
Yeah. What shell did you end up picking up for that?
Well, I have I've got a choice of two. I've got way too many cars, but I ended up getting I got a really nice coupe. So another 2-door, which I didn't want a 2-door. I wanted a 4-door. I've raced both. I know the.
Yeah, the 4-door is more practical.
It's so nice, and but I love, just like anybody else, I love the look of the coupe. But that's what I found. It was a Virginia car, rust-free, really nice car. I mean, it's crap. It's a 1.8. It's green. It's got a tan dash. Like, it's all the great things in a GC. Right. But so I had that shell, and then within a month of finding and getting that shell, I ended up finding the exact same thing in a sedan. So I've got a 4-door in green, tan dash, that has, and it's a choice of, do I want 4 doors or 2-door? They're both, like I said, in really good shape. No quarter rust, no anything.
Well, when you decide to let whichever one you choose, whichever one you choose, and you decide, you let me know, and I'll come take the shell away. The other one.
Sounds good. But yeah, so I've got to decide. I've got to make the choice. And that was part of the 6-cylinder car was, can I be comfortable or happy? Can I fit into a coupe and enjoy rally in the coupe? I've always had a 4-door. That's all I knew. And it's really not that different. Mine, luckily, I think where my seat's positioned, I can still open the door and kind of fit my backpack behind my seat with my snacks or anything I need. That's really what I was worried about going from the coupe. Am I going to be able to reach my snacks? And I
gotta get the snacks.
Yeah, so I'm okay. I can go either direction and be good with it. So
yeah. Well, let me know for real, because I've been on the hinge for what do I want to do? I kind of want another coupe. I've only had 12 of them. I kind of want another coupe, but I also kind of want another sedan. The rally rental was awesome. Yeah, I love that car. Other than the fact that it was an RS, it started out as life as an RS, and it had the sunroof in it, which I don't like. I'd rather run an RA roof vent or a scoop or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm on the hinge. I'm not sure which way I want to go. I kind of want to do another coupe, but more as a street car, not necessarily a rally car. So, but if you decided to go coupe again and the sedan shell was up, maybe I'd make a replica of the 4-door.
Nice. I've got plenty to choose from. Seriously, while you were talking, I'm counting in my head. I think I have 11 between coupes and sedans, 11 GC cars in my possession, either here at my house. I can see 2 crappy shells out my window. I know that there's 3 hidden in the garage. That's 5 right there. And then at the shop, I have, I think, another 5 or 6 of them in various states of either good or completely torn apart. But I've got quite a few, so come on down.
Yeah, I mean, you've become the GC hoarder. I mean,
I didn't mean to. It was by accident, but I have a bunch of them.
I mean, you were like me 10 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but
and I tell people, I always say, don't build a GC, don't build a GC. I have them, so it makes sense because I have so many of them. But the
right.
GDs are so much easier to find and so
Yeah.
cheap, and you can get your dollar goes a lot further. The same, the $1,500 GC shell, you can buy probably a running GD that has a good transmission and pretty much everything you need drivetrain wise ready to go.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, with a GC, you can't do that. That $1,500 will get you a car that you're going to need to swap probably from an auto to a manual. You're going to have to upgrade the engine because it's a 1.8 and it probably has blown head gaskets and 200,000 miles. Where the GD, there's a lot, I don't know, a lot easier to find one that's not crusted. So
yeah, these days, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So what's I mean, honestly, I've never driven a 6-cylinder swapped like GC. What's it like?
It's good. SDPR was the first event we did after. I mean, we barely got it together the day of the race, and it's just so different that you have power for kind of the uphills and some of the stuff at SDPR where, the long straights there. You have those long, 600s, and you just, a normally aspirated GC, you're tacked out in fourth gear, but you're not really going anywhere. That car goes like I can actually break traction in third and fourth gear and just like,
whoa,
pretty fun.
That sounds awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah. So that's what it was. It's all the things that you want. And honestly, I used to be a hater of hydraulic handbrakes because I never had a transmission that had an open center. And so I knew that if I pull the handbrake, it's going to lock up the fronts and push me into whatever I'm going anyway. Where with the center diff opening up and the fact that it works just like a rental car, and I love it. So
yeah,
I'm such a fan of now having an e-brake. I don't use it on stage, but it's just so much fun pre-rally or just goofing around that it's pretty fun. So the whole thing about that car, it just sounds evil. Like it just,
right.
When you're on it, it's I don't know. It's a whole lot of fun.
Sounding car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, what events did you have planned for this year?
So
barring the whole virus problem.
So Snowdrift we got done, which was good. And then the next would have been Ohio. I was probably going to do I know they're doing the rally sprint, whatever you want to call it, ride along thing at Hyperfest.
Right.
I was going to try to get down there. I had some friends going there, but that's rescheduled now too. So I'm skipping that. And then I was going to do STPR, and I was on the fence with New England. Not that I love New England, but it's so far. It's seriously on paper it's a 15-hour tow, but it usually takes about 18 hours. So it's like I always I don't know. I usually have to skip a few years. I haven't been there in a few, and it's because I remember how long the tow is. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing it this year. But that was kind of the group I wanted to do. The other one that I've been tempted by that haven't done yet is the summer version of Snowdrift. Summer Snowdrift, just because it's great. It's like 60-ish miles. It's $300. Like, it's what I wish there was more of in rally. Like, sure, the 2-day events are great, but I'd love to have a 1-day weekend event, $300. Go there, get 50 miles, be able to test the car. Like, I don't know. I feel like that would be. That's just easier to kind of smooth into, a lot less stress, and you can still rip the car around and have some fun. So
yeah. And Summer Snowdrift, I'm usually in Michigan, only about an hour and a half away from Summer Snowdrift every year because I'm doing the Pro Solo in Muskota.
Okay.
So like I usually, if I can get my Saturday done doing the Pro Solo stuff, I usually tell my dude that I'm there working with, like, hey, like as soon as we're done working, I'm jetting and I'm going up there. I don't usually get up there, like catch like the last stage or two, and hang out with everybody. It's cool to like be up in that area like during the summer, and
I like it. I've never been in there. That whole crew is good up there, so I feel like it'd be a good one to do. It's a good time of year. There's not much else going on rally wise in August, so it's kind of good timing. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, you're wearing a Hoonigan shirt, a hat. Mm-hmm. Like, what are you doing for Hoonigan?
So I do all of their apparel sales. I'm sales manager, whatever you want to call me, but I'm t-shirt, hat salesman. I deal with all of our international distributors. Anything that happens that's wholesale in in the world goes through me. So they'll, whether it's through email, call, whatever it is, I just keep in touch with all of our retailers and distributors and make sure they have product. So that's my day to day for Hoonigan.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is cool because it's obviously car related. I was before Hoonigan existed, I was into cars and doing car things. So it's kind of a weird natural progression that I've met the people along the way and ended up going full circle and working in that world. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I know most of the dudes there too, and they're all good people.
Right.
So
yeah.
It must be a fun group to chill with.
It is. I mean, I think other companies that they're by nature they're in the right business, whether it's skateboarding, snowboarding, whatever it is. But then you get to the top and you start to meet middle management and upper management, and all of a sudden that person doesn't have a snowboard, that person doesn't have a skateboard. Like you start to like, wait a second. Where at Hoonigan, I mean, at the top, those guys are driving cars, those guys are doing the whole thing. I think that's what makes it. That's the authenticity. I mean, it's not a fake. Let's make some money off of cars. It's like these are car dudes. They're figuring out a way to kind of support their habit, if you will, and keep the party going. And I think it's terrific. So
yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, I've known Scotto for years.
Yeah,
and Zaris it's just crazy where everything sort of has gone throughout the years, when it was all kind of coming around, and even before, so like the 0-60 days and stuff like that. I mean, I've known Scotto for that long, so it's funny how it all just kind of came around.
Right.
So,
when I met him, it was weird. It was like a stepbrother scene because we knew all the same people and liked all the same things. I was like, what? Wait, do we just become best friends? So I was I was kind of shocked that I hadn't met him previously or hung out, because he really, we knew a lot of the exact same people, and it was strange that we hadn't crossed paths. So
cool, man. Well, hey, so yeah, we got to kind of wrap this up. So I want to say thanks for coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Spending a few minutes. We had some major technical difficulties just trying to get you on the phone,
right.
And glad we were able to get that sorted. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are watching, you like what you're seeing, please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Comment below. Tell Jon how much you want his collection of GCs, and maybe you'll be lucky enough, and he'll throw one your way.
Nice. Yeah, they're not all that great. Some of them you wouldn't want thrown your way, but they.
These days, it seems so hard to get a GC in general these days for a reasonable price. Not saying that you'll sell them for a reasonable price, but it's one of those things. I mean, I just saw a GC, I don't know, get listed for like $15,000 or something like that, and it was just like an RS. Crazy. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But anyways,
I've got one I would sell for 15, but it has a full 05 STI, everything with 10,000 miles on it. So I've got one in that price range, but I don't think most of them are in that price range at all. So
yeah, no, for sure.
You know what?
So anyway,
so cut to the photos of all the GCs. I'll have to send you photos of them. You can post them up and have kind of a train of revolving terrible GCs that I own.
Oh yeah, for sure. So anyways, again, thanks for coming on. And again, everybody, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell, and you'll know when we get some new content out to you guys. We got a lot coming, so stay tuned. Thanks again, Jon.
Yep. See you, Billy.
Way to unify it. That's the thing. Yeah, that's that outfit.